Trade recap time. Trade recap time. Trade recap time. Hi. For some reason, my paper trading has not been working earlier, and also I was freaking driving on my way back home from the airport. Had to drop somebody off, so I ended up taking these two trades, and they ended up playing out. However, we did not freaking there was no executions because my freaking paper trading wasn't working, but they were actual trades, so mock trades, whatever you want to call it. Just unfortunately, because of that, well, one, I was driving, and two, I freaking just had no data anywhere, so that was just so annoying. But let's talk about it. I just got breakfast right here. Wait, hold up. Bruh. I didn't even get my... Whatever, bruh. Hold up, chat. Bruh. Didn't even put my chicken in the bruh. That's actually so unfortunate. Okay. Let's talk about these mock trades. In reality, they really should have been real trades because these trades were literally clean as day. Okay. Scaling down on if we do our top down, if you guys remember, or if anyone of you guys watched me freaking watch actual my videos all the way through, if you guys remember, I think either yesterday or sometime last week. Wait, hold on. When did we make this gap? Thursday. Yeah, so either Friday or Tuesday or Monday. I know I said in the video, I'm like, okay, we created this fair value gap. I want to see price push into this fair value gap and then come and then get a bullish reaction out. So that'll basically tell us that we're going to go higher longer term, right? Because if we look at the weekly, what did we do in the weekly? We broke structure to the upside. So now in the weekly, the next external high that we should come for now is this. That's one of the next external highs. On the daily, if we look at the internal, what do we have on the internal? We had this internal gap right here, right? We already took out these external equal highs right here, or internal equal highs since it's on the weekly and then daily. We already took out these external highs literally on Thursday. As I literally stated in a couple videos before we even took it out, I wanted these equal highs to be taken out. Well, we're going to see these equal highs being taken out if we want to see bullish reactions. If we close out of this fair value gap, literally after filling it, there's no reason for us to come back down here. Genuinely, unless we get some crazy news, because everything now here is protected. We filled in all gaps, we filled in all order blocks, we filled in all areas of liquidity. We took out all external and internal. We still have these lows. If we somehow get some crazy news to take out all these lows and we just continue lower, but now I genuinely think that we're gonna just continue higher. Literally because I said I want this gap to be tapped into, and then I want to see a bullish a closure out of that to continue higher. Coming into today, literally coming into today on the 4-hour, 8 a.m. we just straight up just dumped. I don't know why we dumped. It was definitely not because of news, but we definitely dumped. And with that in mind, I was like, okay, let's look at what we took out. We took out previous day lows. We tapped in the previous day equilibrium, and it continued dumping. What else do we have from here? Where is market heading towards? Oh, the daily fair value gap. So I'm like, okay, most obvious draw, least obvious draw right here. We also had news at 8:30. Excuse me. We had employment costs. These are data highs right here that we did not even take out yet. I do think 1 a.m. open or 2 a.m. 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. open might want to take these out. On either index, but with that in mind, looking at market, I was like, damn, okay, we are respecting all bearish confluences. We're filling in all gaps. Price is balanced. We're just heading towards freaking the daily gap. So this trade was really, really, really in the market open. Genuinely, I took this. I was like, yeah, this is definitely we're definitely going here. There's no reason why we're not going here. Coming in today, straight off of market open. Literally right before 9 a.m. open, I was like, okay, what do we have? We have multiple gaps, and if I want to see a bearish confirmation to that gap, I want to see. To the daily gap. I want to see price to push into that bearish gap, and then I want to see a closure out of that, not inside the gap. I want to see a closure outside of the gap for me to be like, okay, we're continuing to the gap, to the daily gap. Excuse me. So with that in mind, pre-market 9:15, we came in, coming into the gap, and then I was like, okay, if we close out of it, we're obviously going to the daily gap. If we close inside of it, it might be iffy, but I know for a fact we're going to the daily gap because this is like the main like the main pool. Like the 10 out of 10 Latina, that's the pool right here. This is like the pool right here. So I'm like, okay, if we get a closure outside of the gap and not inside the gap, it's pretty clear and pretty safe to assume that we're gonna want to come down to this daily gap. And that's exactly what we did. We tapped into it and then we closed out of it on the 15-minute, and that was literally like right at 9 a.m. open. For me, scaling down to the 5-minute wasn't really necessary because if we really just look, we just filled in this gap even more. So honestly, scaling to the 3-minute was the better play of what I did. Scaled onto the 3-minute. What did we do? We came into this 3-minute order block right here. Came into the 3-minute order block. We did not close above it. We did not break structure at all, maintaining all bearish order flow. On the 5-minute, what did we do as well? We come into this order block. You can count the wick as the order block, to be honest, but really came into this order block. We did not close above the wick, so we did not break structure, just all maintaining bearish structure. However, we did break structure on the 5-minute, which is why I count this as an order block, which is the reason because we technically closed above this high and we inverse this gap. So this could technically be a bullish order block, which ended up being a bearish breaker block, which ended up helping me to literally win my trade even more. But if we scroll down to the 1-minute, literally all I'm literally waiting for is just an entry. What did we get? We got a huge gap after that. Literally after the confirmation, not confirmation, after the 3-minute order block, 3-minute order block exit. Literally after that, after this, I scaled onto the 1-minute. After the closure out, what did we make from that 1-minute? We made a huge 1-minute gap. From there, I literally just waited for a fill, and my freaking like as soon as I saw a retracement back out of here, I entered like right here. Literally just like slapped on the freaking tool. I was like, okay, I would have entered right here. My stop was literally above this, like literally above this this high right here, and I was like, okay, this is definitely going to hit because one, not hit. We're definitely gonna book my take profit 1 at least because 1, the most obvious draw is literally right here. 2, we are literally so close to the obvious draw, it's pretty much game over. And literally later on, not later on, like a couple minutes later, we ended up creating this bearish breaker block, which ended up helping me. And then what did we do? We ended up continuing lower. So literally, take profit 1 was the opening of the gap, and then last take profit was literally the gap, like the full fill of the daily fair value gap. And just like that, first trade was a win. Second trade, I shouldn't even have took a second trade, to be honest, but if this was like, if my paper trading was actually like working, I would have took like 2 trades today because in my opinion these 2 draws on liquidity were super clear to me. First things first, we have relatively equal highs here. Keep that in mind. We have relatively equal highs. 15-minute on 9:30 open. 5-minute. What did we do after we filled in this gap? Okay, excuse me. After we filled in this gap on the 5-minute, what did we have here? We ended up having this 1-minute gap this 5-minute gap right here, and we ended up breaking structure on the 5-minute. Well, breaking structure right here on the 5-minute. You ended up turning this bearish order block into a breaker block. So, excuse me. We ended up turning this bearish order block into a breaker block. And then what did we get after that displacement up? We got a retrace onto the 5-minute breaker. Don't even worry about this gap because this is already balanced price action. Excuse me. On top of that, what else did we do? We inversed this gap. So with this in mind, boom, we inverse this gap. So with that in mind, I was like, okay, bet. We're probably going to want to come up for these 15-minute relatively equal highs. On the 3-minute, we had this gap on the 3-minute, but to be honest, price was already looking balanced. Obviously, this doesn't look balanced on the 3-minute, but on the 5-minute, this looked pretty balanced to me. Like, we had this unfilled gap, but I didn't really see any reason to fill into this unfilled gap because we already came in and filled in this breaker. So with that in mind, I'm like, all right, bet. We had this gap on the 3-minute. Would have been way better. We got to retrace into it, but we did not. So prices continued higher. And then what did we have here? Literally my model, CISD entry or order block entry, whatever you want to call it. Literally just created an order block, and then we had a strong, aggressive displacement up. And then what did we have? Retrace, literally entered right on the retrace. My stop loss was honestly pretty wide, mainly due to the fact that we had equal lows and we had this unfilled gap. So I was like, okay, wait, just in case we want to come in and fill in any of this, I'm gonna put my stop literally right here at like the opening. Cause if price were to come here at the opening and literally just like wick me, I'd probably like I wouldn't be mad. I'd just be like, okay, we're probably gonna be lower if price is like wicking like that. So we did not come and fill in any of this. In fact, we just came in and filled this whole order block even more. Honestly, you can count this as the order block, but we didn't even come down to fill in this. It was mainly just this whole move right here. On top of that, after we filled in that, we also filled in this gap. Price was already balanced. There was no need to come down here anymore. From there, I literally moved my stop to this right here, literally the low of this fair value gap. And then from there, after we came in and took out this high, I literally, in my mind, I was like, okay, babe, we're going to set my stop to break even. And then from there, take profit. Literally, only one take profit was mainly just my freaking, these 15-minute highs. There was nothing else to take profit on. I mean, maybe partials could have been taken off, like, right here hypothetically, like at these body highs of this order block. But to be honest, it was pretty like clear to me like we were gonna want to book these 15-minute highs. And you might be asking why did you think that? Well, we inversed on the 15-minute. The 5-minute we broke structure. We ended up creating a breaker block. We got a retrace on the breaker block. The 3-minute, we did not tap into any gaps, which was pretty unfortunate. But that was pretty much like having all these inverses and all like these bullish confluences being made and like in real time and like getting respected was genuinely like all I needed. And on top of that, my entry model, boom, strong displacement out, retrace, boom, came in to fill in this whole order block or CISD, whatever you want to call it, and then went through to get out of that. Boom, bullish confirmation, equal highs taken, boom. Long-term draw, I kind of want data highs on either confluence. We'll just see what the later on session gives us. But that is pretty much it of how I literally won my trades. But freaking my paper trading wasn't working. But hope you guys enjoyed. It was pretty crazy, knowing that like literally yesterday I lost back to back, and now it's like boom. You really just have to be patient, just wait for the market to be like, whoa, we're going here, we're going here, we're going here, and you just gotta be like, okay, bet. Just gotta have reason, context, and narrative. That was pretty much it. I gave you guys the narrative to my trades, the context to my trades, and like the actual like everything to my trades. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna finish my breakfasts or lunch, what brunch, and yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video where like actual trade will be taken. This was an actual trade. I'm still counting this as a trade because I just couldn't freaking take it. So that's pretty unfortunate. But I mean, yeah, made back the 2 losses. Technically made back the 2 losses from yesterday. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.